25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Tigers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Coming out with it, it's Daniels. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
Ready, set. Set.
There it is.
Pulled and fired complete. There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Gators are in the hurry-up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Ready.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
Cobra.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. New set of downs after the completion.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Wants to throw it. Here's the heat. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cobb. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team. Stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense.
42 Spiders. 4-2 Spiders.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Galladay. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Tigers are flying down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He'll run it again. Turning it on. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Guys, let's chat about Florida. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Montgomery. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl, but knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load. Chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida!
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. From the gun. Give on the inside. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Lasso, last bay.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
325.
Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davidson. Gets away from one, finds room. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Cobra.
The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. He's now up to 64 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
22. Here we go. Ready.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And, David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's in open space downfield.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A strike downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Gators in the hurry up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Belly stutter.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field.
691, Gators far. Go! Go!
Trying the run is Daniels. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Okay,
Got
ready?
stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Lion, lion.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Ready, go.
From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, it's always nice to get the first one out of the way. That's the first passing touchdown for the season in this offense, and they've got a lot of playmakers. Their quarterback is accurate, makes good decisions. You saw it on that play. That's the first, and it certainly won't be the last.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Cobb. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback.
Ready?
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. The throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
Over. Here we go.
Leaves it with the back.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Lasso.
To the air, it's Knight. Makes the grab, it's Parker. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Cricket.
A run for the quarterback.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Jackrabbit.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got a man, it's Tease. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
That had to be a coverage bust because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Kane. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Okay.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10.
Down.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Auburn.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia Tech pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Ramblin' Wreck players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Ready.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Set. Hut.
Might be changing the route.
Set.
Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Daniels. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Pilot. Go.
Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Montgomery. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Daniels. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Gorilla.
To the air on first down. The throw. Finds a man on the left. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
Ready.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31.
Pound 55 weak.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. Firing toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Florida!
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Makes a move. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gators will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Auburn offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Back to throw, it's Knight. Under fire. Makes the grab, it's Parker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks, it's Kane. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point was good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Daniels. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Read up.
They'll go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on a linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Daniels. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Line getting set on 2nd down. The offense changing the play.
Spider.
They'll try the outside to the left. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He might want another play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Get set, get set.
Leaves it with the running back. Runs through a tackle. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Auburn lines up quickly. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10.
Convoy.
Give to the running back. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Caught in the backfield. It's Parker. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Now on 2nd down.
Lion. Igloo. Igloo.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
Lasso. Lasso. Hound 55 weak. Ready, run.
Looking for room. It's Davidson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Fires into the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
And the field goal unit is on the field. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana Tech is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's a type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 27 to West Virginia. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Caught in the backfield, it's Abrams. At the 35, he's loose. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44.
Here we go.
He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Gators want to move quickly.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That's caught. It's Daniels. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Montgomery. The Gators have this offense rolling. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the money. Receiver gets the extra yards. Easy pitch and catch for the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Gets the back moving. They'll go to the air, using his legs to buy some time. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely...
Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. To throw, it's Knight. Makes the grab.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
And the Tigers will snap it on first and 10.
Double right. Let's go.
They'll give it to him again.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's second and 8.
Easy. Ready.
Quarterback keeps it. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
Moves.
Sure hands, it's Kane. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Wants to throw, it's Knight. The throw to the outside is complete. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
42, Spider. 4, go.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davidson. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down.
Swirl. Lasso.
Looking for a man. It's Knight. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside.